Hey there, Ghost. This is Will with another Ghost Recon Wildlands video, and this is part 2 of my sniping guide. So, here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to go from start to finish clearing out a base. Now, I've already ran this twice, just to be sure this is would be a good choice. But we're going over here to Tabakal base in Tabakal, of course. And this one's a little more challenging. I'm going to talk about putting what we learned into practice, as well as another thing I neglected to mention, mostly because I didn't want to get too deep into the weeds. Especially if you're just being in the game, it's not something you have to worry about as much, and that is exfil. You have to, when picking your sniping perch, you need to plan for exfil. When I first tried it, I thought, well, let's go over here and get on this cliffside. Yeah, I had great line of sight on the base, but exfil was non-existent, and that's really important in the case of this base because they have a mortar right around here where I'm aiming at, and being able to escape mortars is critical. Now, I've already picked a good perch for this base, and that is right there. That is a fantastic spot. It's not perfect, though. And in fact, many cases you're not going to find a perfect spot to cover an entire base. You're going to have to move around. And this base actually combines a lot of skills we talked about in the first video. But first, let's talk about why this is not a perfect perch. One, it's close to a road. You don't want to be close to a road when you're sniping, because you're going to have Unidad and the Sicarios coming through here. And if they're by you when you make your shot, they might get out and investigate. You don't want that. Now, our actual perch for this base
we got company.
is going to be right here. Now, you'll notice this does not cover the entire base. Yeah, and sad but true, there's not a lot we can do about that. We're going to have to split this up into tasks. Another disadvantage of this base is they have a generator. Thankfully, with this perch, we have a generator to take out. Now, I'm going to put on my suppressor here, and that is the very first thing I'm going to do. I'm only putting on the suppressor just for this generator. So first we need to get the range. That's about 330 meters, approximately. So we'll need to plan our shot there for that, and get up there, shoot. Let's see if my guys say anything about powers being out, and they didn't, so I'm going to have to shoot again, it looks like.
The power's down.
There we go. Now, something you would ordinarily want to do is check and make sure there's nobody nearby when you take it out. I already knew there wasn't going to be, so just keep that in mind. Now, we can use our drone with impunity, and we're actually going to be taking this base in 3 steps. First,
just spotted one with submachine guns.
We're going to take this area here. Now, I'm going to just go ahead and use Rebel Recon here to start covering that. But, yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get as much of this area spotted as possible. Just from drone view. See, there's the mortar right there.
Enemy marked.
Let's go ahead and get the snipers. And actually, I should say 4 parts, because first things first is we typically would want to take out the snipers, even with those guys so close by. But and that's another area where we may want to use a suppressor. But so let's go ahead and get these snipers marked here, if I can get a good view on them. There he is.
I got eyes on a sniper.
So, we'll also want to take in consideration the guys in the pill boxes, because those can be a real pain. So, alright, let's go ahead and see. I can spot again now. Let's get my area picked out.
I asked the rebels to do a recon of the area.
There we go. Yeah, that was a good chunk. Now, there's a lot of people here at this base. Now, when I ran this base my second time to confirm that it was going to work well,
we got a turret.
Enemy spotted.
I actually managed to clear nearly the
Their
entire
target carrying
thing
submachine guns.
myself with my team and didn't have to use rebel skills, except for the last few guys. And really, I didn't have to, but yeah. I wanted to go ahead and do it and just see, okay, how are they going to come in and make sure it's practical. This is a good practical demonstration. One of the things to keep in mind with those rebel skills is they don't always come from where you're expecting when you're using like diversion and stuff. You can say, yeah, I want you over there and whatnot, but who knows where they'll come
Spotted
from.
one with submachine guns.
So in 10 seconds, I'm going to run another spot over here. There's another guy there, I know, just to make sure we've got this place cleared out or marked up. So let's go ahead, go right.
I asked the rebels to recon the area for us.
Oh, see, we got one more. All right, good. So we are all set to start moving. Now, some of these snipers are going to be hard to take out initially, but there's one over here that we have to get immediately. And we are going to switch to our Mark 17. This is why we have a backup rifle. This is absolutely critical to what we're doing here. Oh, shit. And it's always good to make sure you got your suppressor on. You're usually okay. You can take one shot, and you don't have to worry. In this case, it was only the sniper who heard me. But he's already moved on, so we're good there. Now, taking that sniper, if he's outside, no problem. I could easily shoot him from here. But you know what? He's not outside. He's in there. Now, I could just slide down that right there and get to him. Instead, I'm going to come around here, go this route. Now, I know people over in this area have a walking pattern that's a little different, and does not give me a lot of options for my sync shot. That's okay. That's why we're going through like this. Now, I went ahead and took him out because I know I will have time here. I wish this guy would quit dancing around. There we go. I got him. Now, I could perch right here and just start taking these guys out, but I don't want to do that. Now, I'm going to leave that sniper alone for now, because the likelihood of him spotting us is pretty slim. But we're going to get out here in this area and kind of chill out and watch. I'm actually doing this a little different than last time. That's okay. So, crouch down, pull out my drone, and figure out where people are and where they're coming from. Now, here's where that guy took at. Notice his corpse has already disappeared. That's an interesting bug / feature of this game, is corpses will disappear if you're not looking at them. So it could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. Yeah. So we're going to stealthily sneak up here. Now we can probably go ahead and take out this sniper. Oh, except we almost got spotted. We got to be careful here. Got him. See, you got to watch your surroundings. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Now, I should be able to, let's see here. I should be able to take this guy out here. Got it. Okay. Now I want to watch and make sure nobody comes through here. Now, we're going to see if we can get a clear shot on him. And we can, it looks like, so there we go. Now, see these two here. Last time I came through this base, people were napping, so I've got to watch out because he's...
Eyes on the target.
Okay, see, now I'm already suspected. I wanted to make sure I got that guy quickly before I got spotted. So, that's basically what I wanted to do here. So now I can go back to my perch and start being the sniper that I am. Says oh, let's go ahead and reload this while I'm at it. Let's see, where is out? I actually lost track of my perch here. There it is. Alright, so next we want to take out snipers. Now this guy is inside the building here. So that's going to be a bit of a sticky wicket. So we're going to see if
Getting a position.
a sync shot can take him out. Now, this is interesting because since there's it's because of the sniper, isn't it?
Unidad bird approaching. Stay down.
I'm going to take him out. I know there's a second guy. Oh, of course.
No target.
Damn it.
Repeat. No target.
See, I know there's a second guy going to come up. We're going to look away and cheat for a bit. I believe this guy will come up and do some walking around here, but we're going to wait for him. We want him to come around to... Yeah, see, the corpse is gone. I don't even see where he was. Oh, there he was. Yeah, so here he comes. We'll go ahead and mark him, just in case.
Target acquired.
Yeah, no, we're good, so... Oh, see, I missed.
Tango knows somebody's got a lead on moving.
Okay, so here's where things get sticky.
Copy. Target marked.
And
Tango's down.
we've already eluded him, so now here's the next challenge.
Be quiet.
We
They know
gotta-
we're here.
We gotta take out this mortar before he starts firing. And now we're going to call in diversion
Call for rebels to draw their attention.
Copy. We got a fire team moving into position.
to help us cover that spot. So this worked out. I get to actually showcase rebel skills. Now, we want to keep a good eye on that mortar because we do not want to mess with that at all. We can actually help our rebels out here a bit because we've got an anti-material rifle. We can handle vehicles no problem. Now, when you have diversion max, you get a lot of rebels, and they're really well equipped, especially if you have the skills.
That's it, we're clear.
Don't forget to use the environment, obviously, because I didn't really have to even aim for that shot. And look at that. The rebels are getting the entire focus here. So we can just take out the other targets with impunity. Like this guy right here. Oh, except I missed. There we go. I was not aiming properly. Now, see, I gotta be careful here, because there are guys right there. Yeah, see, now the alerted status is for faction warfare. No big deal. I can still handle this. The only problem is a lot of guys are in cover. Because I called them over here, that really wasn't as effective of a use, but because I was spotted, I knew I wanted them to kind of interdict the bad guys coming. And look at that. Now see, that's taken out a lot of my rebel support there. I have him. And that's pretty much all I have left. So,
We're clear over here. We rattled somebody's cage.
now we're getting more vehicles coming in. So, next, finally take out this sniper here. Alright. Now, reload. Now, we're lucky no one's really going for the mortar when, you know, they could easily mess up my day with that. But it looks like we've just got those guys, so now we're going to use guns for hire, because we've also got some Unidad up behind us. And this is what I was talking about this not being the best perch. I'm going to switch over to the Mark 17.
Rebels in Santa Blanca are throwing lead. We want to get some?
So, I ended up deleting the video I recorded of my previous run-through because it ended up, had my mic positioned wonky, and hopefully this time it's okay. Yeah, watch out for Unidad, because those suckers are gonna... See, now is actually not a bad time. Man, how'd he do that? Now's actually not a bad time
You all in one piece?
to go ahead and free these rebels over here. Just for that mop up over on the other side of the base. And notice how my status is clear now. And that's because they are far enough away that they don't even count as part of the main base. There's one in here. Free this guy. So, now we don't want to just, you know, run in guns a-blazing here. We want to plan things out.
Riled them up.
See, now we're hunted again. So, let's scoot back here. Make sure I'm in cover.
The drone is up.
Use our drone. Try and...
We
It's
rattled somebody's
one
cage.
Unidad guy running around. See if I can get a clear shot on him when he's running. Probably not. Oh, maybe.
Unidad and Rebels exchanging fire. What's our play?
There we go. Now, I want to watch out here for this.
We got Rebels going down with Marcel. We good?
So,
Shit got close for a
yeah,
second.
now we've still just got that one guy over there. And we're going to go take him out real quick. One guy, not as big of a deal.
Looks like we've riled them up.
No, he's not coming out. So let's get up there close, because he's just going to keep calling in reinforcements. Of course he's going to come around. And there we go. We successfully cleared this base. And this is one of the more challenging bases. Even with screwing up, we were still able to take out a number of primary targets with our sniper rifle. We were detected, but it was no big deal. We utilized our rebel skills to their advantage. And yeah, so congratulations. There's 5 skill points here. Spoiler alert. I already grabbed it, of course. But hopefully this guide helps you out. If you would like to see anything else from me, just let me know in the comments. visit my website at classicwfl.com and shoot me an email, whatever you like. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I will be doing more of these videos on Ghost Recon Wildlands. There may be a part 3. I may talk about handling Unidad bases, which are probably the most challenging things for a sniper, just because of messing up has such dire consequences for you. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten a 4-star rating that all started from one missed shot, and it spiraled out of control. And so, there's a lot of strategy there to talk about. But let me know if there's anything you would like to see. Like, subscribe. When Breakpoint comes out, I will definitely be doing videos about that. I love the technical test I got to participate in, and wish I could share more with you guys, but you're just going to have to wait. Wait for it. Keep having fun, Ghosts, and see you next